So now we move on to Mark Stoops at Kentucky entering year number 13. I will preface this by saying $37.5 million. That is the current buyout for Mark Stoops. I don't think they're chomping at the bit to pay that much money right off the bat, especially in this revenue sharing time where you're kind of pinching pennies here and there. That's what's keeping him from being on fire. He's moderately warm. I'd like to know any Kentucky fans out there. What's your viewpoint on this? Does he have at least a couple more years, as it currently is? Well, Brian Kelly, on the other hand, his seat is cold as ice. You see, I already put him right here. See his little picture there. I think he's got a good team this year. He's got one of the best, and an argument could be made for the best quarterback in the SEC in Garrett Nussmeier. If they have an average defense, a slightly above average defense, they're going to win some games, and it's likely that they end up in a playoff this year. So Eli Drinkowitz from Missouri, sixth season coming up here. He pulled himself out of the muck in 2023, continued that success into 2024. I think his seat is cold as ice as well. Let me move on to a tough one here. Jeff Lebby at Mississippi State, inheriting just a mess there in Starkville. I'm not going to go hard on him. I'm saying his seat is cold as ice, and you say, well, why did you put Kalen DeBoer at mild and you put Jeff Lebby at cold as ice? Well, the expectations are so different at these two schools, at least currently they are. Jeff Lebby, I've read fan comments. I've seen local media say things like this, like 5 wins this season would be a success. Obviously, 6 wins and a bowl berth would be just a complete victory. So then we come to Brent Venables, and he's got a tough situation as well. They had a rough start in the SEC. He's only entering year 4 of his tenure there in Norman, Oklahoma. But I'm putting him at moderately warm. I've read things online, words like win or be fired. And the question I ask is, how many wins? What does he have to do? Right now, it's going to be easier for that seat to get warmer as it will be cooler, as I've said with other coaches on this list.